What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's about to be that time.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Once again, if I haven't already said it. We're back. We're back. First chapter of the year officially came out 2 days ago. We, dropped the live reaction to that with a premiere, so we had a little bit of a chat going while that was going on, and that was fun. So that may be the standard. Not all Viz chapters are going to drop on Fridays, so that'll just be the going standard on Sundays. I'll record the reaction, I'll upload it, probably with a premiere, and then maybe it'll lead into the discussion stream. If I can time it all out, that'd be pretty cool. And shout out to everybody in here. The plan for today is to, discuss 1103, and I've already shot a video, so just need to finish editing that, and that will come out tomorrow. So we'll go through everything that we possibly can here, and then I know that the hype around this new episode and the opening is fever pitch, and I'm excited for it. So this will also become an episode / new opening reaction stream, and I'm excited to share that with everybody and get to talking. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I mean, let's see. Can this new opening be top 1? Can it dethrone Kokoro no Chizu for me? I don't know. I haven't seen it. So shout out to Kip / Seaway for rejoining at the top of the stream here. And Ace 2532, member for 17 months, said, "Not sure if you noticed this, Randy, but it was clarified that Saturn was not the one who kidnapped Ginny and isn't Bonnie's biological dad." Yes, we do read the official on this channel, so him saying fellow does imply that he might not be that, but when I was reading it, I was kind of coming from the point of the way somebody would say, like, hey, my friend, like someone talking to a girl or something, my friend likes you, but they're really talking about themselves or something, it's like, it's still open-ended. Now, I think that Oda is going to go down the route where it's not Saturn as Bonnie's dad, but I just like the neatness of him being Bonnie's dad, so that we just kind of wrap all of this up. But it does open up the door for we get to Marijoa and we meet somebody else, whether it's Garland or Roswald or Jalmac or just some rando, and then we get to have a conversation with them. We get like another side of this Ginny business that we can kind of explore with or without Bonnie. And, we get another, oh man, wow, moment in a chapter. Since we're in the final saga, I would rather, keep everything kind of tight. If we weren't in the final saga, I'd be like, come on, let's not have it be Saturn. Let's keep this going. But I want to wrap these loose ends up so tight right now. Alejandro Salas said, a super chatted, appreciate you, and said, can't stay today, but I'm surprised you didn't like Kuma giving Bonnie a sapphire sun. I like it because Kuma had it, was her Chulos wearing it proudly. So here's the thing about that for me. And from my reaction, I've kind of turned around a little bit on it, but, you know, my initial feeling on it was, ooh, you're going to give her a sapphire? Like, after, you know, it's kind of the symbol of, one, her oppression, and the symbol of what killed her mother. So it's like, you know. But then if it's coming from the perspective of, like, let's change the conversation around this symbol. Let's take it back. You know, let's reframe this. Don't let what they did to the sapphire stone affect us anymore. So here it is, you know, refitted into the shape of a sun. So if that's the route that Oda's trying to go with it, then cool. That's great. But if it's not, then it's kind of insensitive. Beat Gamer said also Saturn could just lie, not the worst thing he's ever done. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm going. It's just, until someone says I'm Bonnie's real biological father, like, I just, Saturn is still a possibility to me. Is he a high possibility now after the clarification in 1103? No. But it's still on the table. Ugh. Barry said the intro and outro are both fantastic. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah. I probably should have just called this the 1089 reaction stream with 1103 discussion. Lucy said opening and ending by Megumi Ishitani. I thought the last one was. Oh, we're ready for some peak now. You know, I mean, the last one was pretty good, but I don't know. I'm ready for more. My guy Luke said Randy's got his Frankie family vibe. You know, I like that, but I actually put this on because I was like, all right, if we're going to watch the first episode of Egghead and we're going to, you know, get into this opening and everything, let me break out my Egghead drip. Granted, there's no hood on this. You know, we're not doing that here. Hawaiian shirts just have collars. That's it. A said the way they did the Lucy incident with Chef's Kiss. I'm excited. Yeah. Let's see. Mike Hawk asking the real questions. Why do all mothers die or disappear in One Piece? Yeah. It's... You know, it really is almost a joke. You know, we don't know what happened to Luffy's biological mother, but it's like, if you put Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp in a room together, like, all three of their mothers died the exact same way from an illness on a bed. Like, it's not great. It's not Oda's best work. But it still hurts no matter what. Omnibus Prime, Randy, do you think the personality switch that Stella mentioned in 1102 is going to come back into play this arc? I was originally thinking PX0, but not thinking Shaka but now I'm thinking Shaka for a few fun, maybe weak reasons. So The interesting thing about this is the first chapter of 2023, which we still need to do our best of 2023 stream, which we will do. I just wanted to get 1103 out of the way because I knew that any tier list I was going to find was probably going to include 1103 on it. And I was like, we'll just wait whether people are, whether interest has died down or not. But the first chapter of 2023, 1071, has Kuma like flying through the air, heading to his destination. 1103, he gets there. The first chapter of 2024. That's math piece. So the second chapter of 2023, if Oda wants to keep this trend going, second chapter 2023 was our introduction to Distorted Future, and it also was the 21 Grams of the Soul flashback, which was our first clue that maybe Kuma might be able to, come back in some way. So if Oda wanted to have a parallel there with, the second issue of the year, where it's like the next chapter is going to be when we get some information as to how Kuma has any agency right now, that could be interesting. Or furthering the explanation on what Distorted Future even is. Because it's like there's... What is Bonnie's actual power? What is her power set? What can she do? And, I was thinking about this more and more. And, I'll be going into this into the video that's going to come out either tomorrow or Tuesday. But could she be like Taskmaster from Marvel? Like, she'll, based on what Saturn is saying to her, she will never be as powerful as she is right now, because she's 12. So could she hypothetically look at Zoro and imagine a path where she decided she wanted to be the world's greatest swordsman also, and practice Santoryu, and then, like in Everything Everywhere All at Once, pull into that timeline, and then if she's able to pick up 3 swords, she can jump to the future where she's already like kind of mastered the art of swordsmanship? How broken do we get here? Does she pick up a slingshot? And it's like, okay, Sniper King-like future, and then she's able to hit her mark because she's tapping into that reality where she devoted a bunch of time into learning how to be a sniper. What else could she do? What? But I want to know about Kuma's agency very much. Shout out to Lucy B, super chatted. Appreciate it. Who said, yes, opening and ending by Megumi Ishitani. Also, episode was crazy good. Also, I watched the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. The original, because I don't think the live action show is out yet. I still have never watched Avatar. I want to. It's like finding the time. It's just like, I think when it was airing, I don't know, was I in college or something? I don't know. I was never a Nickelodeon guy anyway. I was always like Cartoon Network, WB and all that. So I never watched a lot of the stuff that was on Nickelodeon, so I missed the whole Avatar boat. The only Avatar for me is James Cameron's. Brandon King said, something I liked that I don't know if you noticed, but Kuma is rearing up his punch at the end of 1103 and it's reminiscent of Aces. The name of this era is Whitebeard Punch. I think that Oda's deliberately trying to call back to the Charlos punch there. Like, we all, I mean, I talked about it ad nauseum about Luffy doing a, reprise of that against Saturn, but Saturn, would be able to tank it. Since, we were talking about that, we've now seen his ability. We know that, that would be the case. But the flip on its head is that Kuma's the one that's going to deliver a punch. My worry is that since Oda didn't show us the punch connecting in this chapter, that something's going to happen, or Saturn's going to be able to block it, and this is going to be Luffy throwing the lightning bolt all over again. It's like, it ends with the toss, but the next chapter shows that, it was not a successful hit. So the hype is in the fact that he, was ramping this punch up, but not the delivery of it. Because otherwise I would feel like the last page of the chapter would actually be the punch connecting, and that would be the big flare finish. I do hope this punch connects. I'm just worried that it doesn't because of the way that the chapter ended. But the thing that reminded me of Marineford was Saturn behind Kuma saving Bonnie, which was drawn exactly the same way as Akainu turning Ace into a donut. Like, it's almost exactly the same framing completely. So that's the Marineford moment in that chapter for me. Catching up here. Vermelli said, "Hi people, I never actually joined one of these lives, but I really want to have conversations about this week's peak that we're having." Love that. Welcome. Welcome. I just want Bonnie to say this.
Future's now, old man. Future.
Where'd the chat go? There it is. Lucas said, I think her power is pretty limitless, assuming she both has the capacity in her future for it, and she can believe it will happen. Saturn stated her Nika powers were weaker because of this. I think that that's the most important line in the episode, in the chapter. And that's why it's always important to check the official. When Saturn says, and your current weakness is evidence that you've begun to think he's not real. That's crazy. Because it gives truth and speaks to the idea that the more you believe in Nika, the stronger you are. And if that's the case, then it automatically lets you in on why they've been so hard-body about getting this fruit for 800 years. And like I'll be going into this as well in the video that I'm putting out, but this is another instance of Oda referencing Peter Pan in the story. Because this is the Tinkerbell moment. Like, if you believe and you clap, Nika will save you. And the food in this chapter, that's the clapping. Barry said, let's be clear, it's never too late to get on the Avatar boat. Yeah, that's interesting, Omnibus. So they said, curious what the next chapter is going to show us about Kumba's foot that got hit by a Kainu. Kind of looked like it melted in that chapter, but clearly still there in 1103. Yeah, that was something, I think I mentioned it when I was reacting to the chapter, because I was specifically looking for that. You know, because the Kainu hit Kuma with that heat-on feet, and it really looked like Kuma was going to be landing without a foot, but nope. So, a Kainu in the mud. Adjust your top 30s, adjust your top 50s, Kuma over a Kainu. Very motivated member for 32 months said, Mama Berry said to tell you hi and Happy New Year. Hi, Mama Berry. Happy New Year to you guys too. Appreciate you. So Chin starting the discussion of all ages. Yeah, I remember from 29 months said, who fed Luffy? Who fed Luffy, Randy? Kizaru, Caribou, Robin, Atlas. So I haven't heard Robin. I like that. I've been seeing a lot of Kizaru. Saw some Caribou. So is Luffy eating some swamp meat again? I still want Kizaru to be a bad guy, but given that Oda had Kizaru doing the Nika dance and all of this, if Kizaru turns, I want Kizaru to die. Like, I'm saying that here and now. Like, if Kizaru is going to save Luffy, then I want it to be a sacrifice play. Because I don't have anything in my mind of what Kizaru can do in this story beyond this point if he's not a bad guy. Because the Admirals should be an oppositional force when we get to Marijoa or anything. But there is poetry. If Kizaru, the person who really decimated the crew pre-time skip, like somebody that most of the crew has extreme PSD about, if he ends up being the person who saves them in the parallel arc of the archipelago in the first place, right? So if it's not Kuma sending everybody away, but Kizaru doing a light feat where he's like speeding everybody away and saving them, like that's kind of interesting, but I don't want him to survive. Like, he's got to go out. It's got to be like a Bon Clay moment that sticks. Tug said Jay would be in shambles if Kizaru dies. I mean, it was something that I had a realization over while I was recording the video for this. Because I started talking about Kizaru and then like this light bulb hit. And I was just like, Kizaru's got to die if he's going to turn. Because I was also trying to think of, you know, if there are Marineford parallels here, who is Kuma? Is he the ace? Is he the Whitebeard? If he's the Whitebeard, who's the ace? Do we need two deaths? But then, if we go down this Kizaru rabbit hole, I don't want him leaving Egghead. Like, cap it perfectly with the Archipelago and Egghead, and it's just like, these are the A side and the B side of Kizaru's story. He was the biggest threat, then he becomes one of the biggest saviors, but at the cost of his own life, because in Kuma's dying moments, he also sees, you know, what Luffy can do I don't know. But I also really like the idea of it being Robin. You know, give Robin a feat. Like, you know, can we platform our, you know, women's Straw Hats? Like, come on. Like, that would be one of the greatest things that Robin has done post time skip if she legitimately was making this food appear here. And to that point, that's my top one right now. Like, if I had to choose what's the best thing for the story, it's Robin getting a win here. All of that Kizaru stuff can still happen, but it's just... in this food business now, let it be Robin. It won't be. Pika Pika pizza delivery. Yeah. I saw that comment from Miles. Lucy said Luffy could have stretched his own arm to the food machine. That's true too. But it's nice to have the assist. But the thing too is like, if Kizaru dies, then he needs to get replaced. And you know which Vice Admiral we want to replace him over here. Big boy Momonga. Let's get Admiral Momonga, let's feed him a fruit. That'd be great. Manga supremacy for sure, Chin. My guy Dana Carlo said, how many chapters before we go to Elbaf? I'm still banking on like 11-14, 11-15-ish. We get to Elbaf. Or we start making our way there. I don't think we have a lot of Egghead left. But now it's more about when does Vivi come into play? Because it wasn't 1103. Her birthday's in February, which will line up with the 1-year anniversary of 1074 when she came back on her birthday. So is Oda going to do something there? Is he going to wait until like 1108, 1109 when she revealed herself to be Nefertari Vivi? And then it'll be 1,000 chapters from that instead of 1,000 chapters from Miss Wednesday. I don't know. But with Kuma being here now, Vivi gets the Niku stocks still on the rise. Mango Mark Spittin said, it wouldn't be Momonga though. Momonga is one of the good ones. For the finale of the story, we need more absolute monsters as Admiral replacements, evil to the max. I agree. That's why I've always wanted Kizaru to not turn, because I really wanted him to be one of Zoro's endgame opponents, but and I do like Momonga, and if he turns, like, I'm okay with that too. And he's been shown with Fujitora, and I expect Fujitora to turn. So but we've actually seen Momonga feats, so I don't know, like, I don't know. Admiral Onigumo just doesn't do it for me. I don't feel like that's a high diff fight. It's cool. It's badass. It's probably, probably a hard fight, but I don't know. I don't know who the replacement would be. It's like, even if you made it like Admiral Smoker or something, then you're just inviting another turn. So it's a tough, it's tough. Catching up on the chat here. PM Fuerte said, Kizaru is pretty broken, would cause story problems if he just flips sides. Which is why I'm saying if he flips sides, he needs to die. Because of that exact reasoning. Because he's so broken, like, we cannot carry him further into the story. Because he's too powerful. Nomad Vagabond said, Randy, can you go back to reviewing the chapters each Friday? I cannot, because the official Viz does not release on Fridays, they release on Sundays. Saibi said, what chapter do you say Vivi will join the crew, Randy? I mean, I thought that Oda would bring her back at 1103, but that was before we had the Kuma flashback and everything. Like, if we had strung through everything in Egghead and didn't have the Kuma flashback, I think it could have been that. But, like I just said, it's either going to be the whatever chapter is the first week in February, lining up with her birthday, or it's going to be when I really got to go back and see which chapter it is, if it's 108 or 109, when she's revealed to be the Princess of Alabasta. Those are my next copium picks. Demi LP said that Kizaru does not need to die since Garp will not die too. I disagree. And it's... We're in the final saga. If Kizaru stays evil and aligned with the government, then he stays alive. But for story purposes, if he turns and becomes a good guy, then I would prefer that he dies so that he gets a good send-off, and then he's not a part of the rest of the final saga, because if he is and he's a good guy, we're going to be going through the final saga, we're going to be at Marijo, and we're going to be like, every week is going to be like, man, is Kizaru going to show up and do something? And I don't want that looming in the back of our heads when we have so many other characters to service. You know, like, I would rather it be, okay, is Dragon finally going to show up and do this and come in? And there's a really great opportunity to just end Kizaru's story here on a high note, if that's what Oda wants to do. Otherwise, I want him to be like a government dog that doesn't shake his convictions and goes against the Straw Hats and loses. D. Zolo-boys super chatted, appreciate it, and said, since Luffy is eating, is Kuma pushing out his fatigue dead in the water now? Not necessarily. Because he's getting his strength back, but Luffy's been fighting at max this entire arc, and he probably still has some lingering effects from using, Gear 5 at Wano as well. So I wonder if it's a thing where he really is affecting his lifespan so much when he uses that technique. And I'd love for that to get spoken out loud. And then Kuma's doing him a favor by, like, giving him a clean slate going into the rest of the final saga. Where, by the end of the story and everything, he'll be back to where he is right now with, how maxed out he is. But just setting the meter to 0 for him would be nice. Doug said, what if the battle that Oda mentioned is Sengoku versus Blackbeard? Sengoku dies trying to save Garp. So I like that, but the thing is that Sengoku's conversation with Tsuru almost implies that if he leaves with Tsuru, they're going to empty bluffs. So while I would love for him to get involved with the Blackbeard stuff, they may be going to attack the Cross Guild, which is, a really interesting twist, especially if Law gets involved with all of that, being a former warlord, and then Law and Sengoku get to have another conversation, and maybe it leads into, talk about Corazon and Sword and all of that. There's some interesting avenues that you can get in either story, but yeah, if Sengoku went to get Garp back, I would want him to fail. Did I watch 1089 yet? No, we're going to be getting into... I'm going to do the opening first, and then we're going to talk about that separately, and then I'll get into the episode, because I don't want to, like, start the episode and then, like, pause the opening. Like, I want to like, watch the opening, like, twice, talk about the opening, and then do the episode. Naxo said new opening so fire. Jen said the opening's full of spoilers for anime only. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm ready. You know what? And speaking of that, let's just we'll transition the chat to that. So I don't know. I'd say if there's any last thing that we want to get into in regards to 1103, let's get that out now, and then in 2 minutes I'll get into this opening. Best opening, hands down. All right, okay. Dan DiCarlo saying exactly how I feel. The Battle Royale will be between the Cross Guild, Red-Haired Pirates, Straw Hats, and Blackbeard Pirates. It'll happen on Elbaf. Yep. That's my ultimate dream. Thoughts on Kuma still having haki after dying? That's the thing. Like, how does he have this agency to even use haki and all of that? Like, it's really implying that Vegapunk did create the neural switch, and somehow it was activated, and Kuma's back. Said the chapter where Miss Wednesday is revealed to be Nefertari Vivi is chapter 110. Okay, so 1110 Vivi. But definitely some sort of an update around her birthday in February, I think. John Doe, since you're part of the live action now, does that mean you won't do live action speculation vids anymore? I really enjoyed them. Unfortunately, it does, because any speculation that I make about it could be now taken as an informed opinion. Miles said Kizaru was a cog in the machine, just following orders. There are a lot that can be played with in terms of metaphors and tropes, especially during times of war and strife. There's a lot of exciting opportunities in this arc, and I am... Now that Kuma's here, I really feel like things are going to kick up the way that we've been waiting for. That's fun. Baby Pluto said, memories were what was extracted from Kuma that Bonnie saw, right? Then would it be fair to assume that since real Kuma is back, memories are the true form of one's soul? Or, you just made me think, because Bonnie touched it and the memory bubble is gone, did those memories go back to Kuma now? Is that what happened? Because the bubble popped. Did he get his memories back because of that? That might be it. And it's not something I thought of until just now, and it seems really obvious. Baby Pluto continued saying, Kumo said once the bubble is touched, it goes back to the originator. Then the memories once touched by Bonnie went back to Kuma. Yeah, I already picked up where you were going just with the first half. So yeah. Even if they were a copy, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But let's see. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. We're going to switch things over here. Focusar said, speaking of, where are the likes, people? Where are they? Okay, everybody, we are going to do the live reaction to opening 26. There's too much hype around this. Everybody is saying that this is a top tier opening. That's all the chat has been saying. This is all the internet has been saying. I am excited. Megumi Ishitani brought us opening 26, and I'm ready. Egghead 2023 as just a year of content was fire. So the amount of spoilers that are going to be in this opening are just I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to enjoy it first. Then I might watch it a second time, depending. Then we'll go a little frame by frame, see what we can find, what we can discover. We'll talk about it a little bit, and then we're gonna get into a reaction of the new episode, 1089. But for right now, this is just reaction to the new opening. I am excited. I'm pumped. Let's see if I can ascend today. That's what that's the goal. That's the goal. Premium ascension. And Kid Adani is back as well, so all right. If you guys are gonna follow along, I'm gonna hit the timer in 3, 2, 1. Hey. That drip still is trash, though. All right. It looks so different. Hey. Hey. Wasn't expecting that. Ooh. Ooh, that transition. All the Luffy outfits? Oh, okay. Whew. What were they implying with my girl there? What were they implying with the queen? The opening ends with Vivi? What? But that was... Hold on. Hold on. Because I know a lot of people were trying to, like, get my attention about this opening. Wait. Wait. Nah. Nah. Alright, so here's Vivi going into a light and then transition into the Kuma bubble? Nah. 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 Wait. Okay, so here's the queen again. Wait. Transition into the Kuma bubble, and this is first of all, this right here, this right here is not body. This is Vivi's outfit and the Kuma bubble at the same time. Kuma bubble, Vivi's cape. I didn't even do a rewatch of the thing yet. I'm just on this. Okay. Drop those VVs in the chat. Drop those Tysons in the chat. The stocks are up, Barry. The stocks are up. Yeah, I saw it switch to Bonnie, Emil. Look closer, it's Vivi, but switches to Bonnie. But there's still this in-between frame of it still being Vivi with the paw. Now, whether this is implying that Lily had it, or this is implying that, once again, the anime opening is spoiling the manga, we are up. Vivi Nikyu stocks are up. The hands of liberation are coming. These hands of liberation are coming. I do not want to hear any Vivi slander. Fortunately, Kuma will die. And Vivi is getting this fruit. The writing is on the wall. It's on the wall. It's in the opening. It's not even on the wall. It's on the screen. Pat's GFX said, "Hey, Randy, can you use the keys to go frame by frame?" On YouTube, I don't think you can do that. Luke said that's clearly Vivi before Bonnie. It is. It is. It's what Vivi is wearing at the Reverie. I thought I was going to watch this a couple of times, but I have to speak to the agenda here. There are no coincidences, Chin. They're trying to tell us something. On YouTube you can? Interesting.
Savage.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, we figured it out. I did not know that you could do this. Emil said switch to 0.25 speed. Vivi is not in front of the paw. Vivi is literally in front of the paw. Vivi, 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 paw. Or are they saying that this is Bonnie's hair? And it's not Vivi? I don't know. I'm still eating the agenda. I'm still team Niku Niku for Vivi. Oh man. All right, I gotta watch this again. This is so cool. Oh man. We're definitely going frame by frame though. I'm really surprised that they put like a baby Sentomaro in it though. Like, not the part that really sticks out. I love this part because it's reminiscent of a color spread from the pre-time skip. I'll show the frame when I go frame by frame. Got big news. Ugh. That's the part that gives me chills, is when I see the empty throne. And that. And then the implication at the end too, with the red line, like, it's like with the light at the in the sky. Like, I mean, it could be read as Kizaru, but that's Kuma. To me, that's Kuma right there. It's just flying in just like that. Just like that. Let's see. All right, I'm so glad you guys showed me how to go frame by frame, because that's what we're doing now. Okay. Well, it's probably better to go frame by frame from the beginning rather than going backwards. So, do it this way. The anime, is this how the episode looks? Because this animation is like really different. You know, it's like Toei learned that Wit was going to remake the series, and they were like, hold on, we got to show them why we're the goats. Jinbei's outfit is still so bad, and so is Sanji's, and Robin's, and I don't know. I can't get over how bad these outfits are. But Vega Force 1 looks great. It is such a Gigantor ripoff, though. When it's, you know, with it being blue, they should have went with a different color to avoid that. I really like this one. This neon sign while they're in Egghead. Well, this looks like they're in the, you know, the compactor level here. Oh yeah, there's little Bonnie also. It's kind of hard to see since she's obscured by Jinbei, but she's there. This is fun. Like, I love these outfits. These outfits are so clean. And we got this. This is fun. Implying the ancient robot. Oh, you actually see the ancient robot. There's, you know, I mean, blink and you miss. Like, I actually like this because it, unless you're going frame by frame, you have no context as to what the ancient robot is, or, you know, what this is. because it's literally not until the last like 3 frames that Luffy moves his head out of the way. So it's really, if you know, you know. So I like that. This is all fun. We got CP0 there. Vegapunk legitimately looking like a Muppet. Alright. Licking the screen, kind of weird. Flying around. Love this. You know, that's pretty iconic. Them sitting on that couch. That is a moment that I remember from 2023 for sure. Okay, we got Doll and Hibari. Garp, Helmeppo. Cross Guild. Ayy. That's a really funny frame. There's a frame of Mihawk like chopping Buggy's head off, and he's got the wildest face on. Luffy with the goggles, that's great. Going giant, transitioning into Pizarro as a giant, running with Kobe running with Hibari, love that. Bonnie's jewels. Oh, they actually had old Luffy, young Jinbei, and old Chopper here as well. That's interesting. High five with Atlas. We've got female Beppo. Transformed by Doc Q. Oh, Prince Gruss made it into the opening. One of my new favorite Marines. Love this guy. So, does he have an Adidas tracksuit on? Hold up. Like, Gruss just went to like literally just became the drippiest character in One Piece. This man has a 90s red Adidas tracksuit on. Like, do you see this? Do you see this? It's even got the stripe too. Oh man. Merch gonna go crazy. Oh, he is just dripping, and he's got the clay fruit, so he's just. Oh, all right. Shout out to Gruss. He's killing the game. The Mark IIIs sent tomorrow. This opening is just 2023. It's just 2023. If you wanted to know what happened in One Piece, go frame by frame here. All right, Kuma breaking free, Seraphim Jinbei transitioning into now this is a wild transition, right? So he's got the swim fruit, so he's going into the floor and then becoming Bonnie popping out of water. The Centaur baby, you know, Kizaru laser fire, just I don't know, really weird thing to put into the opening, but cute. Turning into whatever that's supposed to be. I don't even understand what is that supposed to. What does that mean? What is that becoming? It's just a blob. Is it the shadow? Is it supposed to be the shadow that like stops the cameras? You got Shaka against Red, implying what its fate is. Got the Seraphims here getting patted on the head. I don't know by who. Got the jewels there. It's a cute shot. The transition of how seriously uncertified Luffy has been the entire series. Like, what a phenomenal display of just some of the worst drip in the entire series. But that's our boy. That's our boy. And then this shot right here, there is a color spread. I don't know the chapter offhand, of course, but it was pre-time skip, and it was like an overhead shot of them walking along a road, and that's what this reminds me of. although Frankie was where Jinbei was on the color spread. I love the mishmash of outfits here. Like, there's Wano Zoro, but you have Whole Cake Island, Luffy, and Nami. Oh, and Whole Cake Sanji. And then they're like, look how they're like all certified and like, you know, like decent outfits at least. You got Onigashima Luffy, Return to Sabari Zoro, Whole Cake Island Sanji, and then they like rush and they're just like, hey guys, let's put on the worst outfits we've ever put on. Here we go, yeah. Oh, look at that, yeah. You ever seen a hood on a Hawaiian shirt? And Luffy's like, hey, all right, let's go do this McDonald's ad, guys. Then he becomes Gear Fifth, which I still don't understand how it becomes, you know, what he was wearing at Onigashima also, but doesn't matter. So then we got the Lucci stuff here. This was really cool how it was going, you know, like through all of the characters and their fights. And if you stop the frames, you actually can see it's Law versus Blackbeard, it's Garp versus Kuzan. They are just spoiling everything. This is insane. Zoro versus S-Hawk, Luffy versus Lucci, Hockeyed Up Fist. We've got the Crows at Marijoa, Sabo. Transitioning into the news coos, right into big news. This is peak, guys. This is peak. Like, there's a lot of thought going into like every frame here. Then one of my favorite shot outside of the VV stuff is just this. Sabo getting up. No, there was no King Cobra at all in this opening, which is probably the biggest surprise to me. Unless I had, you know, missed him. And then we get into Kobe. Transitioning into VV. Running. Transition into the bubble. And VV's going to get the Niku, and Bonnie goes into the memory bubble.
You loyal.
From a visual standpoint, I'm ready to call it top 5. I know for a fact it hasn't dethroned Kokoro no Chizu for me, at least vocally. And but now it's just, is it better than Over the Top for me, is the question. But that's the opening in a nutshell, and I really, really dig it. Oh, man. Great job all around to everybody involved. Like, comment, subscribe if you are feeling the vibe. Let's get into 1089. Old Greed Knees said Lucci's gonna beat Zoro. Buy Lucci stocks now. That'd be nice. It'd be nice. I don't know. Carmelo Smith, member for 9 months, said, Randy, you missed the emo arrow in the Sabo Crow shot. I definitely did. Oh, there it is. There it is. Confirmed that to be just a pure black arrow. Incredible. Catch up with the chat, and then we're starting the episode. Like I said, that there's no way this isn't an illusion with the Vivi business, even though it transitions from Vivi to Bonnie, and I agree. Jin said, I haven't felt this big of a W since Kurozumi Tama and Usopp's dango balls. You're taking it way back with the dangos. Yeah. For anybody that doesn't remember, I was preaching that Usopp would fire Tama's dangos into the Beast Pirates. Like, even before Onigashima started, I was just like, you can't have this guy who slingshots little round balls and then have this girl with the millet dumplings and not pair them together. And then it happened. Melly said they make Shaka look like he's going to be the traitor in the opening, which I think is cool. I like that. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And for anime onlys, keeps up the tension because kind of stays that way for a little bit. Vivi's also being hidden by Morgans, who's telling us to shush. I didn't know. I mean, I saw Wapple, but I didn't see Vivi in that shot. Kuma may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Millie said Kurozumi Tama could have been super cool. It was confirmed. It's confirmed. She is Kurozumi Tama. Oda didn't do the story beats that I wanted with it, but he did confirm that she is Kurozumi. Vivi's there behind his hand. All right. Well, we'll get into the episode, and I'll look for it as we watch. Just change this up here to episode 10. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get these likes up. We're going to start the episode.
Come with me if you want to live.
If you're just tuning in, we are going to watch episode 1089. We just watched the new opening. We reacted to it. I may make that a separate VOD on the channel. But now we're gonna get into this. We're gonna enter Egghead. We're gonna see all of the Leloucia business. I am excited. So, if you're following along, Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Redo that because we got hit with a little bit of lag. Probably because I loaded this earlier, like when the stream started. Try that again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This episode's like a movie? Okay. This feels like One Piece. See, that's such a great outfit for Jinbei. A couple of weird colors, but like, man. Love that. Kazuki Yao sounds like he's getting old. I feel like his voice doesn't have the same girth that it used to. I am loving the animation in this. Like, everybody looks great. You do need to see it, Maxo. You really do. It was so good. Whew. Clean transitions. I love clean transitions. I love it. The Seagull all the way to McDonald's HQ. Come on. I love the way they're showing it on the transponder snail. My boy. Woo. Clean! Clean!
なんというビッグニュース
The Queen! Getting Guild to Zoro flashbacks when he said entertainment. Yeah, drop those Morgans in the chat. Come on, that's what we have it for. Oh, this is cool. They're expanding upon it, showing them arrive, showing the little uprising. Okay. Yeah. There's so many great frames in this episode so far. Hack changes his drip. I like the blue better on him. Look at that man just sitting. He's looking east. We know. We know. We've always known. Ops are after you. It's time to see whatever this is, Uranus, whatever, at work. Look at them, rebuilding their town. Rebuilding it. After the Pinkbeard attack. Wasting your time, guys. Tactical nuke incoming. I don't know how many died, but Seki and his daughter definitely did. Trash. Trash! to get spicy. Oh, they're making it seem like he's doing it. The music combination and the effect on that was something. You guys didn't trace any calls. You didn't eavesdrop on anything. Kingdom of Lelucia? There was. No such country in the first place. Yo! El Thor! Oh, damn. They're getting sent to another dimension.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong.
I
Not
was
this time.
really
It never
enjoying
happened.
the old eye catchers. I'm kind of upset that we have new eye catchers. I really wanted them to keep the old ones with the wanted posters. That was so good. I'm disappointed. But hey, we're gonna get Amigasa Chopper. Yee, verily. That whole Lelucia section was fantastic. That is drip. Sanji's outfit? Drip. I want that. That is a tremendous jacket that I would never get to use in California now. But wow. They should have stayed in this. Look at that. That is clean. It's really nice to see Jinbei like actually doing his job though. Like he's the helmsman, but we're actually seeing it. And we're seeing Nami doing navigation. This is One Piece. The adventure, the danger. The infighting. Show us why the Grand Line and the New World are, like, have the reputation that they have. Yes. Be a crew. Take care of your ship. Yes. Robin's just chilling inside. Like, hey, all right, everybody. How was unfurling the sails? There he is. See, they didn't need to change outfits. They're already in... Oh, man. Wow. It looks really good. That's not what I imagined when it was in the manga. But it actually has a warmth to it. It's like an afro. Don't doubt Sanji. He said he heard a woman. Yeah. All right. They made that way bigger in the anime than it was in the manga. Like, I didn't even remember Zoro cutting it. But they turned it into a nice feat for him. They turned that into one of the funniest moments in the series. Oh, God. Yes, Usopp, a child did fly out. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Oh. Zoom out, show the teeth, come on. Yes. Oh, we're starting it off so clean. The ending. Have not watched this. Oh, it's Memories 2. It's Memories 2. Yes. Oh. Oh. Toei, come on. You really made it Memories 2. Like I didn't know how deep the Memories 2 joke was gonna go. It really oh. What is this? Is this Hunterpedia? This is literally Hunterpedia. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be. Are we losing time in episodes for this? Honestly, actually, if they want to do this every episode, but it makes the pacing better of the, you know, within the actual episode, I'm okay with it. Jinbei feats. We're gonna see Gruss in the next episode. Ah. This is I think the anime is going to like solidify Egghead as a top tier arc. Like, not that it isn't already, but depending on how it ends and everything, like it's in the conversations. I really like the ending, but I was getting a little distracted because you know, as someone that understands Photoshop and like editing and things, it kind of looked like they didn't scrub off the outside of it, and really realistically they probably were, you know, they had PNGs to work with anyway, so I don't understand why it had like little artifacts, like as if it was poorly green screened or not completely scrubbed away on the edges. I hope they fix that. It does make sense to recap Sabo here. And I think they're trying to target all of this as, you know, especially if new viewers are going to start watching it on Netflix, you know, and this is going to be like the first episode they watch or something. They're definitely going to need the Hunterpedia. Catching up on the chat here. My mic is clipping? Is it still doing that? Definitely missed that. Barry said I'll never be able to look at the lipsticking the same. I didn't mind the pacing in this episode. I actually liked it. And, you know, I think for something as big as what happened at Lelucia, stretching it out a little bit to, you know, milk the drama of it, like, that's something that where it works. Saeed said during the Sabo call, he made 3 knocking sounds that he mentioned later that it was a way of indirect communication to tell the Revs that he was actually okay. I didn't catch that, but I love that they added it in there. They could add the cover stories this way. That's an interesting idea. I would rather they just adapted them, but they definitely should adapt like Kuzan and Van Auger going to Whole Cake, because it literally ties into events that are going to happen mere episodes from now. It's interesting that Gruss has green hair now, because in the official colored manga, he had brown hair when he was in the Capone cover story. DK said, this is honestly probably the best directed and paced first episode of an arc ever. Honestly, like, I'm, you know, I don't want to, you know, jump to, you know, just complete recency bias alongside with that, but I do have to say that, like, I legitimately loved this episode, and like, I have to give them props for making me laugh as hard as I did with this. And you know, that chopper moment was hilarious. And then just the way that we see the crew interacting with the ship. Like the Lelucia stuff was great, but that actually is my favorite part of the episode, was just them navigating the new world on the way to Egghead. That it's so pure One Piece for me. It takes me back to them just getting into the Grand Line, and you know, they're on their way to Whiskey Peak, and you know, all of these weird things are happening, and it's like that's something that it's so nice to get that when we transition from island to island. And I would take multiple chapters of that kind of stuff, but you know, that's me. Trip to Skypea vibes. Yep. Cobalt. Shakti Merengue, did I see the VV thing in the opening? Oh yeah, stocks are high. Stocks are high! Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Needless to say.
Someone cooked here.
So, rewatch the episode right now? No, I can't do that. I gotta edit the video. That's gotta come out tomorrow or the next day. But wow. I think I'm gonna wrap the stream up here, guys. This was awesome. I had a lot of fun here. A lot of fun watching the episode, watching the opening, sharing that with everybody, talking about the chapter. I'm excited for what 1104 can bring, and where the rest of Egghead is going to go. Like, this is exciting stuff. They showed 95% of Kid versus Shanks in the opening. Predictions for 1104. An answer for whether or not Kuma actually has any agency, like, and if Vegapunk actually did put that neural switch in him. We need more understanding for it. So, and then maybe we'll get a little bit of a Kuma Luffy team up. I don't know. I'm just here for it. I don't think it's a break. Is it? Nice one, Luke. Yeah, Brooke needs to do a song again. I feel like the last one was the Nekomamashi song. Next chapter comes out officially on the 21st. So this is a break. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Got it. Magazine break. Okay, so then guess we're looking at a theory for theory on Sunday. Gotta start thinking of a guest. Oh, you know what? Instead of a theory for theory, I think I'll take this opportunity to have that be the 2023 wrap up tier list, talk about the best chapters and all of that. Since it'll be early, I don't, I wanted to be able to do it with Chrissy, but it's too hard. We'd have to get a babysitter. But hopefully she'll be able to pop in at least for a little. But I think that's what we'll do. Miles said Volume 1 name dropped you. In what context? Love those guys. Jen said, Randy, thoughts on Auralus Zoro cut in this episode? Phenomenal. Keep it up. Keep auras out of my One Piece. Keep them out. I don't need them. Obviously, you don't need them. Don't need them. Nope. Luke said, wish they'd say that Brooke was a great boxer because of that afro. Oda dropping the ball on that logic. That's true. He really should be, the strongest guy on the squad. But does the afro make the man, or does the man make the afro? In a collaborative sense. Yeah, I do want to collab with those guys. Again, I mean, that's another thing where I would love for that to be like a 2-on-2, me and Chrissy and Josh and Megan. Barry said, I'll come babysit. Yo. All right, guys. So let's plan for 2023 wrap-up stream next Sunday. I feel good about that. And then we'll be back for 11:04. On the 21st. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you in the videos and shorts and different things that I'll have coming out over the next 2 weeks. Choose a time where Mars is asleep stream. See, that's the thing, guys. Like, we really wanted to do that. Like, we even wanted to do the like a New Year's Rockin' Eve thing, but Mars has been going to sleep later. Like, just it's, like, I'd be streaming at like 10, 11 my time, which is then after midnight on the East Coast. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning in Europe. It's not fair to everybody, even though, I don't know. It seems like not the right time. Like if Mars was going to bed at like 7 or 8 my time, like then it makes sense. But he's been going to bed at like 9, and then like finally getting to sleep around 10. It's yeah. So it's been harder to try and plan like later night stuff. It's fair when Chrissy is on the stream. That's great. Yeah. West Coast time, yeah, it doesn't seem very accommodating, so that's... But, I like our time here. I think this, this works for me. I hope it works for everybody. And, that's it. See you guys in the next one. Again, Happy New Year.
I've been swimming deep, deep. Savage.